Hello and welcome back to Rimworld and the Chronicles of Rimmick, Episode 8. Last episode we had a new colonist join named Matt, a young shop kid brawler. Both Matt and Rimmick had some struggles with their mood, but we managed to finish building an escape hut, a shelter for helping rescued potters escape the ice sheet. We made the first use of our spike traps and began our first efforts in researching complex furniture. Our goals for this episode will be to double wall the escape hut, continue our research, and of course rescue potters and defend our base. Here we realize that Rimmick is once again lacking recreation, and discover a source of the problem. Either the table had social gatherings disabled somehow, or more likely it was never enabled after claiming it from the ruins to the south. After working on the escape hut, Rimmick gets some relaxation before going to bed. Here we have a potter who froze to death before Rimmick could get them back to the shelter. It's minus 60 degrees Celsius outside, and they had no clothes at all. You may remember from last time that Matt was catatonic. They haven't recovered yet, so Rimmick still has to take care of feeding them. It's the killer unit again with a very underwhelming pawn combat-wise. They're also very underdressed. The first hit seems to slow them considerably. Rimmick hits shooting level 6. A second hit as Rimmick escapes into the storage room. With heavy bleeding and hypothermia already in minor, they should collapse soon without any more shots. And indeed, a few moments later, they collapse from their wounds and Rimmick strips them of all their clothes. With the storage room right here this time, we can afford to haul everything inside. Before the cut, Rimmick picked up food poisoning from a corpse, just in time for a merc to arrive. They have decent melee skill, but thankfully they're preparing before attack and are very underdressed for the minus 70 degrees cold. Unfortunately, they make it to the shelter, so Rimmick heads outside to try and preserve the spike traps. She now has serious food poisoning and is moving very slowly, but hopefully her range advantage is enough. Ducking behind the door, she gets one last shot in, knocking the knife right out of their hands. A mere 2 steps away from the spike trap, the merc falls down, ready to be stripped for valuables. A moment away from finishing her terrible meal, Rimmick has a mental break. Luckily, it's just hide and room, the most convenient break possible in this frigid cold. Just a moment later, Matt breaks out of his catatonic state. Right away, he's starving and in a major break risk. Then after a pretty short amount of time, Rimmick comes out of their break. And unbelievably, mere seconds away from being out of break range, Matt then goes right into a sad wander. Sadly, this is only the beginning of our mood struggles out here in the ice sheet. Rimmick works on the escape hut. We queue up some deconstruction on some granite columns, and then Rimmick hauls another muffalo back to camp. Rimmick makes plans to construct another research bench to keep busy during the upcoming winter months. Yes, it is still only fall with these temperatures. Rimmick collects some more slate from the southern ruins. We have another guest arrive in the ice sheet, Rosencrantz the Gatherer. With an incredible 15 in plants and high artistic skill, Rosen would have been a great addition later in the game, but right now we just don't have the food. Shamefully, Rosencrantz's first meal was unclean and sends him into a bout of stomach pains and vomiting. We're informed of a cache of 18 Glitterworld medicines somewhere on the map. Unfortunately, their location is 7 days away under ideal conditions. We neither have the food nor the human power for such an adventure at this time. Unable to tolerate one more corpse meal, Rimmick loses it. She begins chasing Matt down and insulting him. Getting tired of running Rimmick in circles, Matt gets an idea. Maybe if he pretends to go to sleep, Rimmick will lay off the insults. The moment he shuts his eyes, Rimmick snaps out of it like she'd been in some kind of trance. Matt is relieved, but still very hurt by her comments, and decides to actually nod off. A lone merc from the Covenant of Bavassus. Not very threatening to say the least. They have low melee skill and no insulation. Rimmick scores a headshot, but it doesn't slow them down at all. The opportunity to circle kite presents itself, and our attackers' minutes are now numbered. And another one bites the ice. With another successful defense of our base, and as winter descends upon the ice sheet, we'll wrap things up here for today. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please click that like button and subscribe to the channel. But for now, be kind, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.